What's good, y'all? T.S.P. the Slums Project. I'm Quest Legends, the host. So, salute the Cam Capone news. I saw this interview on his channel. If you want to see this interview, go to Cam Capone News on YouTube. Freeway Rick Ross, he said that when he tried to sue the rapper Rick Ross for using his name, he said Universal, which was a Rick Ross record label behind Maybach Music, along with a few other labels, spent over $15 million fighting against the real Rick Ross. Of course, he's the drug kingpin of Los Angeles in his time, against his case because he was suing Rick Ross. A lot of y'all know Rick Ross used his name and he used his reputation and the things that he did, you know, as a gimmick to sell his music. And Freeway Rick Ross was in prison and he heard about it and he decided to take legal action. And I don't blame him personally. You know, my personal opinion, I don't blame Freeway Rick Ross for doing this, because this man, Freeway Rick Ross, he made the sacrifice to have his, you know, legendary status behind his name. I'm not glorifying selling drugs, but he paid the price in selling drugs. So for somebody to come and use his name and use him as a gimmick, as a brand, and get rich off it, no, you got to break him off some money. And I think Rick Ross should have just came to him. He said him and Rick Ross spoke on the phone a few times and they were supposed to do some business. I think Rick Ross should have just gave him like $75K and just have him sign it with their lawyers, and that he got the $75K, and just sent him on his way and just kept it moving. And I think I think bygones would have been bygones, and it would have, you know, everybody would have moved on from the situation. And that's what the real Freeway Rick Ross said. He said if he had to just offered me some sort of money, or his label or whoever, his lawyers that fought the case would have offered him some money, he would have just took the money and let it be. But, you know, they didn't do that. He said there was some